Wittig, Raymore and Flanagan, and Martin Harding and Mazzotti.
Coming up aboard the Express, Mount Markham and Lowville clash in a Class C quarterfinal matchup.
Plus, staying in Class C, the Notre Dame Jugglers battle Jordan Elbridge with a chance to advance to the semifinals.
But first, time for tonight's big game. Sectionals time in high school football. Throw out those records because it's win or go home time. Tonight, the top-seeded Holland Patton Golden Knights host the Thousand Island Vikings at RFA Stadium in the Class C quarterfinals.
First quarter, Vikings with it at the Knights 30. Michael Briggs gets the handoff, shoots out of a cannon up the middle. He breaks away from everyone and carries it untouched into the end zone. Extra point no good, 6-0 Thousand Islands.
Just under a minute to play, opening quarter. Knights have it on the 44. Jason Haas with just under 1,000 yards rushing this year. That changes now. Check out this run, trucking his way over defenders, then breaking tackles and cutting to the middle all the way to the house. Over 1,000 yards now for this man. Extra point good, 7.6 HP.
To the second, Golden Knights on the move again. Haas barreling his way up the middle, rolls and gains some nice yardage before being brought down. Hard to do that.
Yeah.
That leads to this quarterback keeper by Nick Herringshaw from 2 yards out, 13-6 Holland Patton.
Just over 5 minutes to play in the half. Knights in possession again. This time the give is to Devontae Rem, and he flies out of the gate up the middle, cuts to the sidelines, and he's gone. 31 yards to the hole. After a slow start for Holland Patton, they pour it on the rest of the way. They move on to the semis with a 42-6 victory. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sports Express. Definitely a statement win for the Golden Knights, their first playoff victory since 2015.
Yeah, definitely a special season for HP. I think I'm rocking the purple for them. It's also the program's first 8-0 start since 1990. But staying in Class C, the Notre Dame Jugglers hosted Jordan Elbridge in another quarterfinals matchup.
Yeah, this one being played under the lights at Utica College. Second quarter, Eagles on top 7-6. Jugglers at midfield. The snap is muffed. Trajan Garrett tracks it down, escapes the defense as he heads to the outside, spins out of a tackle for a big gain and a first down. Nothing could stop him. Isaiah Zarnecki would finish the drive with a 5-yard score. Notre Dame leads 13-7.
Second half, Jordan Elbridge looking for an answer, but Notre Dame's defense has other plans. Sean Moore strips Jeremiah Sparks. Pat Espinoza recovers it for the Jugglers, and that would lead to another touchdown. Garrett on the keeper walks right into the end zone. The Jugglers handle business as they defeat the Eagles 36-27 to advance to the Class C semis.
Staying in Class C, Lowville hosting Mount Markham. First quarter, Red Raiders in Mustangs territory, but Chad Bach is picked off by Jeremy Wheatley. Forced turnover for Mount Markham.
Second quarter, Lowville gets on the board. Back hits Gavin McCauley for the score, 6-0 Lowville.
They'd add 24 more points, and they'd eliminate Mount Markham final 30-0. General Brown hosting Little Falls in Class C. Trey Coney takes it up the middle for the touchdown. He also punches in the 2-point conversion. General Brown takes an 8-0 lead.
On the ensuing kickoff, Teddy Schaaf receives the kick and then proceeds to go up the gut for an 80-yard touchdown return. Little Falls also scores on the 2-point conversion, tying the game up at 8.
That was just impressive.
Beautiful.
Yep. The Lions, though, would strike again. Jake Heller scrambling around will find Carson Pickerel in the end zone from 9 yards out. 14-8 Lions. General Brown steps on the gas from there, and they go on to beat Little Falls 42-14.
In Frankfort, the top-seeded Maroon Knights taking on Cato Meridian.
After being shut out in the first half, the Knights get on the board in the third quarter. Jeff DeSaro with the rainbow pass to Jake Spina in the end zone. Add 2 more points to that. Frankfort on top by 1.
The Blue Devils quickly respond. Connor with a K, Witkowski hits Isaiah Swan in stride. He'll take it all the way to the house to give Cato a 15-8 advantage.
Knights trail 22-8 late in the fourth. Nick Manine helps Frankfort cut into that deficit with a touchdown up the middle. But Frankfort's comeback falls short as the Maroon Knights recovered the onside kick, but a few plays later fumbled it to end the game and their season. 22-14 is the final. That marks the end of the first quarter here on Sports Express.
Yeah, that was a lot, but still plenty more to get to as we continue our high school football sectional tournament coverage.
This is Sports Express, brought to you by Scalzo, Zogby and Wittig, Raymore and Flanagan, and Martin Harding and Mazzotti.
Welcome back to Sports Express. We're in the second quarter now with plenty more football to get to.
Yeah, we left off in Class D, and that's where we will pick things back up. The Herkimer Magicians are at home taking on the Sandy Creek Comets for this one.
Second quarter, no score. That's about to change. James Aiello rolls to his right, hits Adam Green with the pass. Green turns and moves his feet until he gets tackled in the end zone. 6 points are up on the board for Herkimer.
Later in the quarter, Aiello hands it off to Wyatt Renshaw, and you know the drill here. Renshaw finds space, and he takes it going up the sidelines all the way for a 55-yard score. Light work for him. The Magicians are moving on to the semis. They win this one 36-8.
In Class A, Whitesboro looking to defend their sectional title, but first the Warriors would have to get through East Syracuse Manoa.
Not the best start for the boys in blue after forcing a Spartans 3-and-out. Colin McAndrew can't handle the punt. Justin Smith recovers the fumble for ESM. The Warriors defense, though, picking up their teammate and would force a turnover on downs.
3 minutes to go in the first. Jeff Cabino gets the handoff, goes up the gut for 6. PAT is good, and the Burrow on the board up 7-0.
Second quarter, the Warriors starting to find some gaps. Lucas Kassab splits 2 defenders. Then he just turns on the Jets until he's finally pushed out of bounds.
Yeah, a few plays later, Cabino punches it in from 10 yards out. His second TD of the night gives the Big Blue Wrecking Crew a 14-zip lead. The Warriors trounce ESM 41-0 as they are heading back to the Class A semifinals.
7 versus 2 game in Class AA tonight, a fight to the finish. It's Proctor on the road at Liverpool.
12-8 Warriors in front, 6 minutes to go, and Proctor takes the lead and the momentum. Tayshawn Cooper won't be denied, finds the goal line, 14-12 Proctor.
The clock ticking on Liverpool, potentially only 2 minutes left in their season. Cade Clouthier to the rescue. Touchdown. The Warriors march down the field. The 2-point conversion is good, and Liverpool leads 20-14.
So there's 1:40 left for Proctor. 4th down from the Liverpool 35. The pass is complete.
Good.
Yep, but it's not enough for a first down. Game over. Liverpool rallies late for the win. 2014 Warriors is the final. Tough loss for Proctor right there.
It is.
That was a good game, though. We've hit the halfway mark here on Sports Express. Next, it's time to meet our latest athlete of the week.
Yeah, he had a breakout game last week for the Jugglers, just in time to carry that momentum into the postseason. Back to Sports Express. It's time now to unveil our latest athlete of the week.
Yeah, his coach calls him an all-around football guy, and he's proving to be an elite running back after a breakout performance last week. Take a look.
Isaiah Zarnecki of the Notre Dame football team had a monster game to lead the Jugglers to a 61-32 victory over Adirondack. In the lopsided win over the Wildcats, Zarnecki had his best performance of the season. He rushed for 198 yards on 12 carries with 4 touchdowns. As a junior, Zarnecki has continued to prove his game in all aspects, but he knows there's still more work to be done, especially now that the Jugglers are in postseason mode. And while it is an individual award, Zarnecki gave credit to his teammates and says they're the reason he plays the game.
I wouldn't even say it was the defense so much. I would say that our offensive line really paved the way for me to have such a good game. I mean, I don't know, my goal personally would just be to help the team as much as I personally can at any given snap or play. So, I don't know, just helping out the team as much as I can. Even if you don't have the ball in your hands, you always got to contribute. I mean, there's 11 guys on the field, so yeah, just doing whatever I can to help the team out.
So offensively, he's gotten to be a pretty solid running back. Every time after a game we watch film, he's developing. He's doing some different things every time that we're out there. Some little things that we want him to do better, he goes out there and does it from a running back standpoint. He's a physical football player on defense. He's got some speed to him. He's got some size, but he also has some speed to him. So that helps him, work sideline to sideline. And, he's, again, you could tell he's a football guy by the way he plays on the field.
Ask and you shall receive. If you know of a high school athlete who deserves to be Athlete of the Week, here's our contact info. Call, email, hit us up on social media. We want everyone to join the party. If you're a coach, athletic director, parent, even a teammate, just send us who you would like to be nominated and why. We really love getting those nominations. Give us some stats and a story and we'll give you a shot. All featured athletes will receive a plaque courtesy of CNY Awards and Apparel.
Everyone who's nominated someone has gotten the award, so I mean...
Send in those nominations.
Yes.
Definitely helps the case. That's the end of quarter number 3 here on Sports Express, but we're not done just yet.
After the break, we head to the ice, where the Comets break a record and try for a bounce-back win.
Is Sports Express. Brought to you by Scalzo, Zogby and Wittig, Raymore and Flanagan, and Martin, Harding and Mazzotti.
Welcome back aboard the Express. The Comets are coming off a big loss to the Rochester Americans, 6-1 on Wednesday. Yeah, it was ugly, and they look to get back on track tonight.
And it's a record-setting night for the Comets, as it's the 121st consecutive sellout at the Adirondack Bank Center, a new AHL record.
Very
so congrats
impressive.
to the fans
Very
and to the
impressive.
team. That's awesome. So a big night at the Odd.
Yeah, the Comets facing the Cleveland Monsters tonight. The Bulldog back in the lineup. Alex Biega returning to Utica for the first time since 2016.
Second period, Monsters on top by 2. They're on the forecheck. Ryan McKinnis spins out and slides it in front, where Mark Letestu tips it in with the backhand. Cleveland is rolling. Comets trail 3-0.
Utica looking for a spark on this historic night. They'd get it on the power play. Ole Ulevi from the point. It hits Zach McEwen in front. He sends it across the crease, where Jonathan Dolan puts it in for his first as a Comet. Utica on the board, 3-1.
Just under 4 minutes to play in the middle stanza. The Comets back on the man advantage. Biega feeds Cam Darcy, who shoots. It hits body in front, hops in the air, and Darren Archibald does his best Aaron Judge impression, batting out of midair. We saw Reed Boucher do that the other day, too.
Yeah.
Are they really just...
Comets have some good hand-eye
Yeah,
coordination.
the Comets make it interesting, but the damage was already done. That's as close as they get as they fall 4-3.
It was a very big deal. They had AHL president Dave Andrews in attendance for the record-setting night.
That's awesome. I wish it wasn't playoff night for football,
yeah.
but I mean, seriously, congrats to the fans. That's something to be proud of.
Yeah, it was awesome. Tomorrow night, Comets Crunch
Ooh.
in Syracuse. Gotta love it. That's it for us. We'll see you back here next Friday night for another edition of Sports Express.